Hi everyone, this is Kona, and I'm going to show you how to add a rubric to one of your different types of assignments. So to start out with, I'm going to go into modules, and here I've got an example assignment. So this is an example assignment Dropbox. I'm going to go ahead and go into it. Now the biggest thing once I get into it is that in order to add the rubric, I need to just come down here. So here are my different directions and settings. And right here, they just have a button that says Add Rubric. So I just click Add Rubric. You can actually create your rubric directly here from this assignment, or if you've already created the rubric under Outcomes, you can go to Find a Rubric, and it will list all of your different rubrics. So marijuana causes cancer. There we go. And I went to use this rubric. It then shows up, and there you go. So you're actually showing which rubric you'd like to use. If you need to edit it, you can click the pencil to edit. If you want to pick a different rubric, you can find another rubric. Or if you decide you don't want to use this rubric, you can delete it. But otherwise, it's right here, and it's held within your assignment. So the students will actually see it, and you'll be able to grade with it when you go to grade. So let's now go back to modules, and that was for an assignment. Let's then look at for a discussion. So if we go to the example of discussion, now the big thing with the discussion is that it needs to be a graded discussion. Once it becomes a graded discussion, you can then go over here to the gear icon, and you'll have the option to delete, speed grader. Remember, that's how you would grade your discussion, peer reviews, or add rubric. So this is for a discussion. You're going to click the add rubric underneath that gear button. Same thing as before, you can add your rubric and create it right here, or if it's a rubric you've already created in Outcomes, just go to Find a Rubric, and you can kind of scroll through here and say, which is it? It's a discussion. Okay, we're going to add the discussion, use this rubric. It then shows that, okay, here's the rubric you're using. If you're okay with that, you can go ahead and X out. Otherwise, you can click the pencil to edit it, search to find a different rubric, or you can just delete it altogether. So if you click this X, it will save that you have a rubric. Unlike the assignment, it will not pop in underneath here though. So it won't pop in. How you'll know that it's really saved is now if you click this gear icon, when you click the add rubric, it will go ahead and show that right there. So you didn't have the option to create that new rubric. So that's how you know that it's actually been saved. So now let's look at for quizzes. So we're going to go back to modules, and we went through how to add a rubric to an assignment, a discussion. Now for a quiz. So once the quiz loads, so similar, you can see here's all of the different quiz settings. But if you click this gear icon, you can show rubric, and you can decide I want to add a rubric. You can then decide what kind of rubric, if you want to create it, or find a rubric, and I'm going to say capstone. Use this rubric. And there you go. So similar to the discussion, it won't show up here, but when you click here and do show rubric, it will pop in and show the rubric that you picked. So I hope that shows you how to add your rubric to different types of graded activities. If you have any questions, just let us know. Thanks.